Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Archway Monument. It is so foggy out, you pretty much just missed it if you just looked at it. So what this is a historical marker for the beginning of the trail, such as like the Mormon Trail, or I think the Oregon Trail as well, but several of those trails that went westward back in the day went along the North Platte River here, which is what this highway I-80 goes along. This signifies the beginning of. Alright, so we are now here, almost in Lincoln, Nebraska, just like the town over. This is supposedly the world's largest time capsule. Now, there's a dispute with some place in Missouri. I wasn't able to find a definitive answer, but when you look up the world's largest time capsule, this one shows up, and the one in Missouri. I just understood this, but it contains a 1975 Chevrolet Vega. That's pretty interesting. It's got a car in here. Alrighty, we are now approaching Lincoln, Nebraska. It's crazy. You can see the state capitol from far, far away. We're probably a good 5, 6, 7 miles out. Even in the fog, you can see. I'm guessing that's the capitol. That's that tall and big. That's ridiculous. Alrighty, we are now here in Lincoln, Nebraska. Look, Lincoln Station. I love going and checking out the train stations. Sometimes they're like remodified and like they're actually stores now. They're no longer train stations. So let's see what this one's like. Oh yeah, look, the visitor center's down there. But I think this is a remodeled. It's no longer an active train station. Yeah, I don't see any signs of any trains around here. There's an old train track and a train right there. I think this place has been remodeled. This is downtown, like, historical Lincoln. This is like the original Lincoln, Nebraska. They've grown a lot over the past years. They used to be like 130,000 people, and now they're like 340,000 people, I think. They got a random train over there in between the buildings. Like, what the heck? So I went to go check out the train, and this one guy was acting all like weird about it. And I was like, "Did somebody live there?" Because like there's lights on inside, but there's like a no trespassing sign. I was like, "Did somebody live there?" And he was like, "No, it's nothing really." I was like, "Well, like, what is it? Like, it's gotta be something if there's lights inside." He was like, "It's nothing really," and he didn't seem 100% there either. So I don't know if I believe him or what it is exactly, but yeah. Alright, so now I just got in the car. The station is back there. That's where we just were. The actual railroad station is here. This is like the new modern part. This is where the actual station is. I saw the signs that said to Railway 3, 4, and 5, and it must have taken you underground all the way out to here. And then you got Pinnacle Bank Arena. It's like literally right in the old downtown area, which is kind of interesting. It's like a big new building in an old city. And then what's cool that they've done in the town is that they put all these hearts. So they wanted to have like 149, I think, for all the counties in Nebraska, but they only got to 89, so they're supposed to represent each of the counties, but they don't have enough of them yet. And then I've noticed this a lot in Nebraska. Like when you go to like a private bathroom, there's a urinal and a toilet. That's just weird. If you live somewhere else where they have that, let me know, because I'm curious. I've never seen it before anywhere else. Now at the University of Nebraska, Lincoln campus. They have actually a pretty nice campus. Oh man, and you can see the state capitol from here, and they have a ton of the hearts. I'm just gonna turn around. Look at the view that you get from here. It's like a mall. It's like the Washington Mall. That is ridiculous. I think it's the second tallest state capitol in the United States, I was told. And you got your Greek row here, all your frat houses. That's a nice white one right there. Right next to the Lutheran Center. That's kind of funny. And then we're coming up on their Memorial Stadium, which, by the way, their road here needs some work done. It is really bad. Oh wait, that's cool. They have a Coliseum. That's cool. What? Campus Recreation Center, where they have the Coliseum. That's interesting. Oh, and that's the Morin Tower. And I'll correct myself. It's the Mueller Tower. That's pretty cool. That's nice. They have the tower here, stadium there, and the Coliseum. Perfect. Did some research here on campus behind the architecture building. They have what they call Newton's apple tree. Yep, and this is it. So what it is it was a offering to one of the physics teachers here. They took a branch from the what they believe is the original tree in England, and gave it to them, and they planted it here, and it grew into this tree. That's cool. All right, so we are now in the state capitol. This is an interesting state capitol. It's almost like you're in a tunnel. It's like, what the heck? This is so weird. Very interesting. Old telephone booth. There's like an old fire extinguisher set up. And they had like the hose and everything here. The mailbox. The mail room. It's the old school mail room. They have like a full dining room here too. That looks cool. I feel like I'm back in Paris, in like the undergrounds of Paris, like even in some of the subways like this. But yeah, this is the second tallest one. Louisiana saw how tall this one was, and they wanted to make a taller one, so they made a taller one. Now what's also cool about Lincoln is that, well actually the state is a unicameral, which means they only have a Senate, they don't have a House, which is really interesting. I mean, I don't know how that works politically, but this is like a mix between like a European like church, an old underground like subway in Paris, and oh wow. I mean, it's massive here. This is cool. Man. Oh yeah, look. They got like everybody's name on it. And I'll tell you, parts of this building, like when you walk through different parts and you speak, like it makes different noises. Oh, it's like air conditioning, you can feel it coming out. This is cool. This is one of the cooler state capitals I've ever been to. Very unique, to say the least. Check out like old school elevator system. I'm loving that clock. That is cool. Oh! Oh wait, that's not a clock. That tells you which floor it's on. That's cool. I didn't realize that. I love the elevator share. Looks kind of spooky. Sorry, I'm not. And then they have an observation deck up on the 14th floor that you can go out and see. Oh yeah, look at the rail station out there. Oh, that's cool. It's almost like a prison, I want to say. Ooh, it's a long ways down. Yeah, there's a lot more trees out this way. That's not the city. Oh, and then in the center. What? This is crazy. This is the state capitol. I've never seen anything like this. This is more like a museum. A museum, a church, and a subway put together. That's cool. Firefighters, Indians, the nurses, cafeteria. And this is what I meant by the weird noises. Listen, you hear that? Hello? See, it's so weird, and then you walk, and then it goes away. It's done. Changes all over the place. It's so interesting. Oh man. Definitely want to come here. This is interesting. Now this is cool. We are now at the Sunken Gardens. It's like one of the only botanical garden type things that I've found that are free in all of the country. This is beautiful too. Look at that. Oh man, just look at that.
Alright, so we are now at the Tractor Museum here at the university. Look, you see this thing? This is a tractor tester. So Nebraska is the only state with the law that you have to test every model of tractor to make sure it passes a certain criteria. And there's a long story with that. You can come here and check it out, teach you what it is. It's a really interesting story. But these are all the tractors. But that's what they say, like, you attach the tractor to the front, it pulls that, and then it measures everything that you need to do. And then they only have to do, if there's a model that comes out, you just measure it one random tractor, and if it passes, then they all pass. So you don't have to test every single one. Like at the Ford factory, you test every single Ford pickup. But here, you just test one of each model. But Nebraska is the only state that has that rule. And once you hear the story, you'll understand why. Look at that, that's cool. So some have like Caterpillar, that tread like on kinks. Some have like really skinny tires in the front, some have like wide. There's all kinds of different reasons. You'll learn that when you come here. It's free admission, but they suggest a $5 donation, so definitely consider doing that. And then you can see, back in the day, they started off with steel tires, and then they changed to rubber. But to convince people that rubber was safe, they had to hire a race car driver to race one of these at 60 miles an hour, which is pretty ridiculous if you think about it. 60 miles an hour on a tractor? I mean, not this one, it was one with rubber tires, but still crazy. Alright, so here's the new test facility. This is cool. So this is the big rig that they use to test the different tractors. I'll hook it up on the front and test it. That's cool. And then you can go up inside. This is where they sit in here and they watch all the information and see. So the tractor hooked up right there. You sit in here, you enjoy, you sit back, relax, watch, make sure everything works. That's kind of cool. So the students here have competitions and they design tractors and then they have to put them together. That's cool. Look at that.
Like that I try to do when I travel. I try to do unique things that I don't find back at home or in any of the other places I've gone. I've never been to like a tractor facility or anything like that, so that was definitely cool. That was unique. Definitely recommend doing that. Alright, so we've now hopped over to the Museum of American Speed. Now let me tell you, there's the Peterson Automotive Museum in LA, which is like really big, really nice, has a lot of cool cars. This place just as great. Oh my gosh, and it's cheaper. This place is amazing. It is so big. 3 floors of like pristine condition looking things. Like they do all the refurbishing here. You can see like when they restore stuff, you can like see the office where they restore. You have like their main offices here. I mean, there's some interesting things here. Like this thing right here. Guessing it was for the salt. Yep, Booneville Streamliner. Yep, and I went to the Salt Flats last year, so there's a video for that. You can check it out. That's just crazy. Some of the cars here are so nice. All the race cars here, like, are the original cars that, like, did some sort of race. Like, we do an amazing tour here, too. It's ridiculous. We got some cool signs. The American Sign Museum in Cleveland, Ohio is also really awesome. Cleveland? Yeah, Cleveland. Dang. You can hear all those race cars I'm talking about. Boom. Look at that. I like the purple. That's cool. Look at these things. What the heck? Tiny thing. A little gump. This is cool. Look at that. Oh. This is like what the old lady, I guess, pit stop
This is definitely a place you gotta come check out, whether you like cars or not. And then they literally have like a machine shop in here. Laser cutters and everything. Bet you they have a 3D printer in there. Dang. Whole jukebox. And all of that was just the first floor. And that wasn't even, I didn't even show you all of it. But this is a whole nother floor now. Dang. These things are some ancient. There's the 5 millionth Ford. Oh my goodness. Starting to bring out. It's all like the mini like kids toys that you ride in. Yeah, it's gonna be cool. Definitely want to come back to see that. And then they got some soapbox derbies. And check out all these lunch boxes. What? I'm not too sure what these has to do with cars, but some of them are car related. But like there's Pac-Man. Peanuts. Knight Rider. Yogi Bear. There. Pinocchio. Winnie the Pooh. Popeyes. Indiana Jones. Superman. Star Wars right there. Go Star Wars. They have a bumper car. Like, not only do they have all these car things, look, you got a beautiful view of downtown Lincoln. This place is epic. Oh man. Oh, look at that. This is ridiculous. Oh my goodness. I'm blown out of the water. Best service, good food. Check out like the mini carousel. I've never seen that before. Even at old amusement parks, I've never seen that. That is awesome. That's what's up. I want one of those. Just to have. I would never do anything with it. I don't really want one. They're just cool. Alright, we now hit Omaha Mayor Trade Center. And check out CenturyLink Convention Center. That is massive. Whoa! I've never seen one that big. Dude, and there's a second half. Whoa! There's some big bucks in there. So Durham, no, this is the Durham Museum right here. And it's a old train station turned into a museum. But Union Pacific is really big here in Omaha. It's where it started. It's where HQ is. And so there's a lot of train history here, which I really enjoy. But this is cool. You can just literally come out here in like the field of where like the train station used to be, kind of thing, and just look at it. That is cool. Unfortunately, it started raining. But here in Omaha, it's a lot of nature. There's a lot of parks. There's a lot of like really cool riverfront things you can do. And there's a lot of museums as well. A lot of history and culture, music as well. Look at that. They have some beautiful homes right here. That is nice. It's like a pretty old city. Like some stuff is not that nice, but this is really nice. So now we're at the Majori Daughter Conservatory. It's like a giant greenhouse in here. Oh man, it is hot. I should say it's humid is what it is. Whoa. I mean, it's like walking through like a rainforest. It's pretty cool. It reminds me of the aquarium in Baltimore before they changed it up. Oh. Whoa, look at that. It looks like it's like incinerated. It looks like ash. It's so white. I need to find out where. Whoa, that feels. It feels almost like plastic. It makes a noise like plastic. Listen. You can't really hear it, but it's like rubber. It's like one of those rubber ducks. If you shake one of the rubber ducks and like it flap, or the rubber chickens like you played with in elementary school, it sounds like that. And then they have a whole section of cacti. And look, you could also do like a little train ride of Larsen Gardens, do like a 1-hour tour. Oh, look at that, that's just a cool building. Up here, this is completely free. You can come, it's right in the same, you park in the same parking lot. You come up here, you can see 2 of the old Union Pacific trains. This one's cooler, look at that. That is old. It's called the Big Boy, I think. Yep, it's one of 25 of these so-called Big Boy trains. Oh, it's too bad you can't really see in there. I would love to go ride in a train. That's what I do. I gotta ride in a tanker, ride in a train. I've done the 18-wheeler now. I just gotta do these. And then down here in the corner you get good view over the I-80 corridor. It's the highway. See them traffic. Union Pacific. There's a railroad. Well, that's cool, man. Woo! Man, it started pouring. Like, look at that. There's water like dripping and dripping. I'm gonna put it down just to see that. Look at that. It's like a river. Ridiculous. If only they get this kind of weather in San Diego, they need it. Exploring the old town a bit. Look at that. It's like an old cowboy town. It's just like in Jackson, Wyoming, or then I found what I was looking for down here. This is the Old Town Passageway. It's really nice. There's tons of art galleries, bookstores, all like the cultural things. Look at that. Well, it's like a cool place to just, you know, walk around, hang out with friends, better than going to the mall. You know, a little bakery over there. Restaurants, bars. Look, there's an old telephone booth. Right there. The old telephone. And this is pretty cool. Right down the street, like 2 blocks down the road, they have like a river walk kind of thing. It's just like in Chicago. That is so cool. It's a beautiful view of all the buildings. Even though it's, you know, city-like, it's still a nice view. Then that little river walk is connected to the riverfront park that they have down here, which is beautiful. And then they have the longest pedestrian bridge that connects 2 states. Otherwise, the longest pedestrian bridge actually is in Portland, Oregon. I did that last year, but look, there's National Park Service over there. I'll have to go check that out. It's nice, and there's like, it's just like, I mean, you're far enough away from the city, but you're not far away. It's like nice, relaxing, chill, quiet out here. Really nice. And then if you have a bike, or if you want to rent a bike, there's like a whole slew of paths that you can take and like scenic things to see and stuff. So that'd be a fun thing to do. Oh, it's the it's the Midwest Regional Office, but it's also Lewis and Clark Interpretive Center. Aha! Look at that. You can see the stadium. Woo. Check out that mural over there. That's ridiculous. Really big mural. Alright, so we are now at the Metropolitan Community College. This is where the old fort used to be. Fort Omaha was here, and they actually got the land donated to make a community college. And it is a really nice looking community college. Beats AACS. Or AACC. That is really nice. Look, check it out. That's the bistro right there, and you can see, like, inside, you can see all their pots and pans in the kitchen. That's cool. But what I'm really looking for is, like, all the old fort-looking buildings. So some of them they supposedly, like, turn into. And I'm guessing this might be. It's got that long, sort of, you know, shape of, like, a fort. Those buildings that they would use. Yeah, this open square definitely shouts fort. It's, it reminds me of, the fort in San Francisco.
I can't remember the name right now. I'm blanking so much.
But yeah, right there next to the San Francisco Bay Bridge. I mean the Golden Gate Bridge, what am I talking about? I'm so blanking. I meant the Golden Gate Bridge. Alrighty, and that will be it for today. I am chilling with a friend of mine that I actually met last year on my trip in Yellowstone. He was working at Yellowstone National Park, made friends with him, and now I'm hanging out with him in Nebraska, which is pretty cool. So if you guys have any questions about traveling, as always, feel free to ask me. If you have any questions or you want to share a story about your travels, I would love to hear those as well, because I want to hear about like what you guys like to do, what you guys need help with, and I just want you guys to be able to share about all of it and learn about it from the rest of us on the Young Travelers Movement. So be sure to check that out as well. But until next time, share with somebody you know, subscribe to this channel, and I'll catch you on the next video. High five!